Ah, love, you are so strange sometimes. Hey guys, hey everyone, and of course, welcome back if if you are a long time follower or whatnot. Lord knows why. Oh boy. So yeah, we are back with a what if that is definitely bizarre, but also at the same time interesting. I don't know. So, what? Obviously, first off, for those who aren't who are new to this channel, first off, thank you, well, for coming by, and second, bear in mind this is literally the first what if I have ever done that's considered romantic in the slightest at least, or at least one that I did not think it would be a fully fledged love story of the sort, let alone a what if love story that basically combines two different aspects that could be considered fan fiction, but well, we're trying our best here. Uh, and of course, to those wondering what I am on about, even though you probably saw the thumbnail of the video, I am talking about what if Fasha from Dragon Ball was the wife of Jotaro Kujo from JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. And I said it before, and I'll probably say it again more times if I can count. But so for the most part, we're mostly just gonna do Star Wars Crusaders. So if I haven't made that apparent yet for the last part. And I do want to apologize in advance because the beginning of Star Wars Crusaders is not as action-packed as I thought it would, combined with the fact that I'm trying to make it remotely romantic as another thing entirely. Not that it's a bad thing, mind you, it's just I guess I didn't know what I was. Or at least I didn't think this kind of beast would be, should you say, bizarre? Alright, I'll stop with the puns. So, with that being said, we have basically gone over the origins of this romantic pairing from the first part, going into the beginning of the Star Wars Crusader. So without further ado, let's get into the action of where we last left off. This part begins, so with everyone awestruck, dumbstruck, terrified, all that emotions are running high as mysteriously a bullet might have been just caught. Like, the bullet is just like, well, from JoJo's perspective, you can see that something is behind him that caught said bullet. But everyone else? Wow. How? Well, wow, and how? What? It will be then that JoJo's mother will be muttering something under her breath about her father and mysterious things that her father might have some idea about, and yada yada. Fasha, they're kind of catches wind of this, but mostly keeps it to herself. Time does pass, however, and JoJo's mother goes out to get her father, where Fasha choosing to stay behind with JoJo. What Fasha would be doing is something that may or may not be total BS, but at the same time, maybe it makes sense. Fasha would be trying to sense so what is in JoJo's cell, albeit it's her trying to sense that if there is a second presence there, you're with them. To which Fasha, surprised, says he does sense that something is in there with JoJo. And as time goes on, more and more stuff will be added to the jail cell. Like, we're talking like a jail cell that's probably looking more like a home than anything else. So And it would be at this point where Fasha finally speaks up after sensing inside that jail cell for a long time, basically going, and she doesn't think that whatever's in there is evil or anything. If anything, because it's been giving JoJo all these things, it might be a guardian or something. But JoJo, being JoJo, he is kind of a little stubborn to this idea, and thinking that there is no way that this is a guardian. It might be tempting him to do something evil or something like that. That's which this kind of goes on for a while, and it would be to a point where Fasha would bring up some pretty good points. JoJo also making some good points. So, they don't know what this thing is. So that's inside JoJo, or whatever it is. For all they know, it could really be something evil just trying to play nice. But to eventually, Fasha finally gets through JoJo's head and basically just reassures him that whatever this thing is, it can't to be all that bad. I mean, what you did to those guys earlier, where those 4 thugs or whatever the hey-ho they are, they were scum, so chances are maybe it responded and gave you a boost against something probably evil. JoJo was still a bit hesitant on Fasha's naive sense of judgment, but at the same point, what if Fasha is right? There is no way that Fasha would basically just sense in there and not detect anything off about it. Besides, if Fasha could sense that whatever's in there isn't being all malevolent and evil and whatnot, then surely it could be plausible that what she's saying might have the truth. So JoJo decides to come out of his cell under the condition that if whatever this thing is evil, that Fasha would beat the crap out of him for that particular reason. Because there's no way that JoJo wants to be out there in a moment where he can't be contained and so on and so forth. To which Fasha promises, while also reassuring JoJo that there's no way it'll come to that. Before Fasha could get the guard to release JoJo, a older man shows up, accompanied by JoJo's mother. JoJo's mom says that this man is Joseph Joestar and can help JoJo with whatever this thing is in him. To which this older man, who apparently is Joseph Joestar, says that it's a stand. And how does he know? Well, let's just say that he has quite a bit of history with this. But before Fasha could call it the guard, an older man, accompanied by Joseph's mother, where basically approaches and basically announced that this guy is JoJo's grandfather and can possibly help with the JoJo. To which JoJo was already saying that I was planning on coming out anyway. And of course, like in the main source material, the older man says that he has introduced himself and his assistant as Joseph Joestar, and his partner is Abdul, and says that they can definitely help JoJo master his stand. And of course, answer any questions that JoJo has. On a sudden note, Joseph sees that Fasha has a tail and is looking at Fasha curiously, to which JoJo steps in and is like, don't stare at her. With that all being said, we'll basically just move on to the cafe scene where Joseph Joestar which shows the signs of a upcoming Dio who has definitely got out of his coffin, and basically gives Jojo the whole spiel about it will be his destiny to face Jojo. I mean, sorry, I meant to say Dio. But basically, Jojo, Dio, that fight's destined to happen at some point. And of course, Fasha being there, she is kinda dumbstruck because to Fasha, the name sounds familiar, and yet she can't put her finger on it. With that being said, the whole scene pretty much goes as follows, like from the original series. All the way down to the point where we even cut to the next day after the cafe scene, where Jojo is basically done with school, and of course is clamoured by a bunch of schoolgirls, basically asking Jojo. The girls at Jojo's school are trying to win Jojo over, but were kind of put to a stop when they see that Jojo approaches Fasha. Wearing her armor still, because, well, it's the only thing that she has. And they both plan to kiss upon each other on the nice lips. And this leaves the girls at JoJo's school stricken. Like, this is a big fat what? As apparently, this will definitely tell you that this is the first time that anyone's ever seen Fasha and Jojo kiss whatsoever. And of course, Fasha is really loving it. So yeah, this is the first time that anyone knows that Jojo has a lover. Our scene progresses with Fasha and Jojo was still walking together side by side. And of course, we get to the scene where they come across, they go down some stairs, and mysteriously, Jojo's leg gets cut. More specifically, his knee gets cut. And without a moment to lose, Fasha sprints into action and catches the following Jojo. But instead of relying on the stand to catch him this time, Fasha is now looking around fanatically, trying to find who or what could have caught Jojo's knee. But she did sense one thing that was odd, and it's coming from this strange individual who approaches them. Fasha obviously not wanting this guy to come closer, but Jojo tells her to stand down a bit. Of course, this guy is some kind of transfer student and goes by the name of Araiki Kakyoin. Sorry if I butchered that name. The rest of the scene goes off as kind of normal, with Jojo getting a note from this transfer student, and of course making their way to the nurse's office. Everything seems pretty normal until Jojo starts to open a note, and it reads, "Jotaro Kujo, I will kill you with my stand. Signed, Noraiki Kakyoin." Jojo's eyes go wide upon reading the note, and next thing that we see the nurse start to stab a student's eye with a pen. And that is where we are going to leave things off. So what do you guys think? As I said before, I apologize if there isn't much action going on. I swear I am trying to follow with the Star Wars Crusader set as close as I can, but then again, I can already assume that things will only get better from here, right? So, with that all being said, I really hope you guys really like the What If. And of course, I can understand that making this What If is starting to take some time, but you know, it's the things I do. And I'm actually kind of happy that I finally managed to get this part out, because, oh boy, life over here on my end, it has not been easy. Yep, but Then again, life never is. Even if you're inside some dementia where nothing much happens at all, which is kind of shocking to hear. So with that being said, I hope you guys like the what if, and we will catch up on part 3. With that being said, subscribe if you haven't, hit the notification bell to stay updated, hit the like button, share the content with your friends, and of course, comment your thoughts down below. And I hope you'll stick around for the journey. See you guys!